but the aspect of being with someone that is married. I mean, he's still married, whether he's legally separated or not. Do you not feel any type of conviction being with, not only being with a married man, but sharing this married man, not with his wife, because that's still his wife, but with a whole nother 20-year-old?
All right,
but
so
you are in a spiritual walk.
Hold on. Let's get this like clear. I'm separated, right? There's like documentation on all of that. Like I don't want to continue to like speak on that, but like that's being like handled like as we like speak. So like a piece of paper says that. That's about it. Like that's it. So like let's not make that like a point. Because it's not. Let's not make it bigger than what it is. Because there's plenty of people who have tried at marriage and failed at marriage and they start dating again. Divorces can be very complicated. They can take years. Some can take months. It just totally depends. And there's a lot of factors that go into that. So again, like let's not like harp on that because you're trying to make it seem like something that it's like not. It was clear.
I'm not trying to make it seem like something that it's not.
But you really are though, because like you're trying to make it seem like, oh, like I'm still like talking to like my wife, like messing with her, sleeping. Like, okay, yeah, there is a document, that is it, and it's like being like handled. There's nothing nobody can do about it. It doesn't change like literally like anything. Like there's so many people. There's literally like so many people that are like married and like dating. Like, please.
That doesn't make it right though. Shanice, can you answer the question?
I'm gonna just say this. If you want to have another reason to judge her or belittle her, you do that. But I will say this. I fail is a lot better than like what if. At least I had the balls to give a woman commitment. I failed at it. So what? Most men don't even have the courage to even attempt a marriage. Most men are sitting up here literally being with a girl 7, 10 years, have a baby by her, have another baby by her, and still are afraid of marriage. I tried at marriage. I lacked the leadership skills. I failed at it. It's being handled. What is the big deal? She knows about it. There was no lying about it. I was honest about it. I was transparent about it. So what is the big deal? You're trying to make it a big deal and it's not. It's literally a piece of paper. And I feel like you're trying to like attack her character about something that like is more about principles than paperwork. That's already being like handled. So stop that. I'm not going to let you comfort her or make her feel uncomfortable about it.
Shanice, are you uncomfortable with the question?
Yes.
Okay, moving on.
So let me get this straight. You feel like because the government, what about the people that get married under God and they don't involve the government? Are you saying that their marriage is illegitimate? Because there's people that do that every single day.
Are we talking common law marriage?
I'm asking you what you think. You mean to tell me if somebody doesn't involve the government in their marriage, even if they go to a church, even if they do it all the right ways, but because they don't sign that piece of paper, which is all that it is, you mean to tell me you feel like it invalidates their marriage? Is that correct?
I think marriage for me, because you're asking me, so let me answer. Let me answer, Sean. Because marriage is more than a piece of paper. It's actually a covenant.
Yes, I agree.
Now, I'm a spiritual, I have a spiritual walk as well. And I know that marriage is more than a piece of paper. That's just what you do legally for the government. But it is a covenant.
I agree with that. But you also, if you do not go to the courthouse and sign that little piece of document, the government will not put a certificate on it. Which if you look up a certificate and what is derived from, what is derived from, it means that somebody's making money off of it. That is literally it. There's financial implications when it comes to that. I don't even want to go too much into that, but you mean to tell me because somebody does not want to sign a piece of paper, then it somehow invalidates everything that they do and God does not recognize the marriage. Is that correct?
When did I say that?
That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you implied.
Sean, you like to twist words.
No. You didn't ask about, you're not asking about, you said a couple questions about our spiritual connection, but you're trying to imply that I'm still married because of like a piece of paper when you just said it yourself that spiritual, emotional, and physical connections all transcend a piece of paper, which is my whole point. You can't have it both ways. So I'm gonna ask you straight up, and I would like a yes or no answer. Are you telling me that if two people get married, literally involve their church, have their families there, do all that, they've been with each other for years, they love each other, they have a family together, if they decide to not sign a piece of paper to involve the government, you're saying that God does not look down and count that as a marriage? Is that what I'm hearing?
Biblically, yes.
That might be the stupidest thing I've heard since I've been doing this live.
Biblically, yes. Biblically, yes. So back to Shanice.
So just to make it, hey, come on. So just to make it perfectly clear, you feel like if people don't sign a piece of paper, they're not married under God's eyes, and their union is off or not. Is that correct?
So are you referring back to the ancestors that you like to throw up when it's convenient for you?
I'm just asking you a very simple question. That's how you feel. Is that correct?
Are you using this for the ancestor talk, Sean, that you like to conveniently use for your gain?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
I've already answered that question.
All right, so let me get this straight. When we were back in our ancestors, back in the day, before we could even legally get married, because there was a time we in this country where we couldn't legally get married. Legality and morality are two different things. Where we couldn't legally get married. Those same people who got married and had relationships and had babies are the exact reason why you're here. So for you to invalidate their union that God looked upon and they did all that suffering so you could be here, you wouldn't even be here without them, without those marriages, without those friendships and relationships, I think it's totally disrespectful. Totally disrespectful.
Okay, and that's great. Do they need to rub your arm because you're getting upset? Because now I'm on to you, Sean. I'm on to you because what you like to do is twist words. What you like to do is talk over somebody. What you like to do is try to twist words to have it be in your advantage, and then you try to walk off. Oh, you finna play the music?
Okay, here's a station just for you.
Bro, that's wild. That's crazy. It's so crazy the way people think, bro. We fought for literally hundreds of years for even the right to do that, bro. That's wild. And she's just going to completely invalidate 300 years of our history because of that. It's so short-sighted. That's wild.
I agree, my thing.
It's crazy. And for me, like, I think it's very unfair for her to try to put you in a position and make it seem like something that, like, it's not, you know?
Okay.